What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Flight Simming with D-Rock at D Sims Corner on Facebook and YouTube. And we're in Denver today, flying Frontier. We're gonna head over to Chicago, not O'Hare, Midway, which is their second smaller international airport in the Chicago area. We got about hour and 50-minute flight. We're going to be using PacX to follow my career and continue with my 0% on time record, which is about right when you're a Frontier or Spirit pilot, right? We're using the wonderful Flybywire this time around. We're back in the Flybywire on this one. Filling up some fuel here. We're going to be using First Officer next. He's going to be helping me with my flows. We're going to be heading up to 37,000 feet. Weather should be pretty good all the way through. 160 some passengers on board. So let's get things set up and get out of here. We're connecting the jetway here. We're gonna head out. So let's make it happen.
Good afternoon, Captain.
Hey, good afternoon. How do you turn this thing on?
Cleared to program CDU.
I mean, I appreciate the heads up, but I think my first officer forgot to flip the switch on the batteries and external power. So I'll take care of that. I'm going to skip all the McDo programming and all that stuff. There's plenty of tutorials out there on YouTube that'll teach you, give you a lesson on how to program the computer. So I like to skip all that because it takes a while. I'm not proficient at it, so.
Heading out for my checks.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to see final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way. Flight attendants will be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this Airbus aircraft. We do appreciate your business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything we do to make your flight any more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Welcome aboard.
Frontier Flight 878 ready to copy IFR clearance.
Frontier Flight 878 is cleared to Kilo Mike Delta Whiskey. Climb via the MES 8 departure, then is filed. Expect departure runway 34 left. Climb to flight level 210 via the departure. Expect higher clearances 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.1. Squawk 5316.
I have yet to do my own readbacks. I initiate the communication in Pilot's ATZ and then I just let the computer read back, do the readbacks. I'm lazy. I should do my own readbacks so I could practice for when I jump into VATSIM, but for some reason I refuse to. I really need to get myself. I really need to force myself into doing that. Because I know that if I did my readbacks, it'd totally be all wrong.
On behalf of the cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call button over your seat and somebody will assist you. After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full, make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Also be sure that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. You are free to use your portable electronic devices during the boarding process. We ask that larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard. We are ready to go when you are. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight A320 with service to Chicago. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 54 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed.
Pre-flight
Please fasten
checklist.
your seatbelt and make sure that all
Cockpit
tray tables
preparation.
and seat backs are in the full upright and locked
Completed.
position for
Passenger
departure.
signs.
Cabin crew secure doors for departure.
On. Haters.
Set.
Fuel. 9er 7 kilograms.
Check.
FMGFs.
Set.
Altimeters.
Set.
Checklist complete.
Flight attendants, arm doors, and cross-check.
So I learned the hard way during this flight that if you have any other pushback app or software installed, do not use the fly-by-wire pushback. I learned the hard way. Bad idea.
Large devices must be turned off and stowed at this time. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened in seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatory is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us.
All right, we're checking our flight controls here, and we're gonna get on our way, make our way to the runway here.
Set.
Start a
FAA
taxi.
Takeoff data.
Check.
Transponder.
Set.
Checklist complete.
Still 683, monitor tower 125.32. 2532, Delta. And then continue on Echo for Victor. Still 2481.
From the cockpit, this is your first officer. Just want to take a moment to welcome you aboard and thank you for flying with us today. Our taxi to the runway should be pretty uneventful, and we're anticipating an on-time departure. Just sit back, relax, and we'll have you in the air shortly.
I've noticed using, these sceneries that I load in for the first time. A lot of these airports that I purchase lag a lot, and I don't know if it's because the first time I'm running in has to cache or something. But I notice the first few times you use these airports, you get that lot of lag, like you see here, and then oh, that's a nice United plane passing by us. And then it just smooths out for some reason because I got a pretty high-powered computer. I mean, it's pretty up there in specs, so. My settings are on ultra, and I don't usually have problems with other areas, but sometimes when you upload these, these payware sceneries, and I guess it still has to do with there still needs a lot of optimization needs to be done with the sim and these sceneries and the way the SDK is or something like that, So, yeah, I mean, sometimes I get some terrible lag at some of these places. I don't know, watch when I get to like the O'Hare, Chicago area, it's going to be terrible. For some reason, every time I fly into Chicago, it's lag city. But we'll see how it goes.
And ground up 1427, also one north Tango.
Sub 1427 round runway 8 right after the RJ. Turn right on Foxtrot and at ramp 3 join Echo.
Give way to the RJ outbound, right on front, and transit to Echo at ramp 3, double 1427 to 8 right.
Sub 1916 monitor tower 125.32. Sub 1916. Sub 533 follow the 75 monitor tower 125.32. Sub 533.
Delta 1379, 5 north.
Sub 1379 round right. Go with 3027 at ramp 3 now, going Echo.
Alright, ramp 3, front, 3027.
KC6476 at ramp 1, give way to the outbound 75, then join Foxtrot to the ramp.
Alright, at ramp 1, give way to the outbound 75.
Sub 1379 round, runway 8 right, taxi via Echo and hold short ramp 4.
Echo shorter ramp 4, Delta 1379.
So the 1973 at ramp 5, give way to an outbound 73.
Oh, 1973.
Frontier Flight 878 contact tower on 128.75. Enjoy your afternoon.
Tower on 128.75 Frontier Flight 878.
Engine mode selector.
Right.
Set.
PacX.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff, no blue.
Checklist complete.
Departure Frontier Flight 878 ready for departure, runway 34 left.
American 7.
Frontier Flight 878 winds R292 at 13 knots, gusts 227 knots, cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left, squawk 5316.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 left, squawking 5316 Frontier Flight 878.
Runway 25 right, monitor wait. Monitor wait, 25 right.
Alright, man, let's get ready to get out of here, man. Wheels up.
1653, RNAV Doctor, runway 25 right, quick to take off. RNAV Doctor, take off. Right.
Checked.
Speed alive.
Checked. Checked.
V1, rotate. V2. Pause and brake. Landing gear up.
LNAV. VNAV.
Acceleration altitude.
Autopilot.
Command A on.
Yo, what's good with the plane in the middle of the field? What is that? Did my man just miss the runway sign? What's going on? You saw that?
Contact
Yo, it's just like in the middle of the field.
126.1.
Oh
Have a
man,
nice
that's
day.
hilarious.
Departure on 126.1 Frontier Flight
I just caught my
878.
eye. I was like, wait up, is that a plane? Oh, yes.
Flap zero.
Funny, man. You always find something
Departure
funny
Frontier
in the
Flight
sim, man. Some
878
little
climbing
quirk
to
or a
flight
bug
level
or something.
210.
I don't even know if that was even a bug, man. That was like satellite imagery.
Landing gear.
Oh,
Up and off.
Flaps.
Up, no lights. Off.
Checklist complete.
now passing through 10,000 feet. You can now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. As a reminder, please use your seatbelt fasten while you are seated and do not congregate in the galley or near the lavatory. This aircraft is equipped with onboard Wi-Fi. If you wish to connect to the Wi-Fi, you will be required to pay a small fee. We do offer complimentary in-flight Bluetooth thanks to our partners. Connect to the Wi-Fi to find out more information.
All right, man. So we reached our cruise altitude of 37,000 feet. So, of course, as usual, I'm going to get some highlights here and there of the flight. But we're going to go right over to the approach. You know what I'm saying? Cut out all the boring stuff. I mean, you've seen, you know, stuff from cruising altitude. in one video, you see them all. Unless it's like something spectacular, you know what I'm saying? But for me, you know, I guess for any flight simmer, anybody who watches these videos, it's usually the takeoff and the approach, you know. So, yeah, so we're gonna make our way over to Midway. Look at that. The Midwest. So we're gonna make our way over to Midway. This might be the first time since flight simming that I go over to Midway and land over there. So it's going to be interesting. We'll see how it goes, right? Once again, we should have some good weather coming in. I love these charts, man. These integrated charts in the EFB here. Beautiful thing, as you can see. Just taking a look at our approach here. We're going to be coming into 13 center, I believe. Yeah, 13 center. So shouldn't be too bad. I love that wing flex on the fly-by-wire. It just looks so real. Real quick, PMDG is about to drop the 600. 737, the second variant of the 737 family that PMDG is working on. Or I would say the second out of the 5, I think, right? Because they're going to be coming out with the Maxes as well, so at some point. So we got the 600, which is the smaller of the crew. It seems like not too many people are too hyped about it. For me, I'm gonna get the 700 and then just eyeing the 800, only because I want to do like cargo flights. So that'll be cool, you know, do some FedEx and UPS flights and Amazon Prime flights. So looking forward to that. I figure at some point I'll get the 600. I get all of them, you know, just to have them all the variants in. Although I don't know how much the 600 is used in the States. I know it's used a lot, I guess, overseas in Europe. I don't think there's that many 600s in service. I could be wrong, but I was looking at that one website where it tells you the different models and what's in service. Didn't see too many 600s in service, so I saw you know, some in Europe, not too many in the U.S. I guess if anybody knows if you know 600s are flying in the U.S., let me know in the comments. But I don't know of too many that I try to search and do a quick Google search. I didn't get really in depth, but you know, the 700, of course, business jet, very popular. The 800, very popular commercial. You know, a lot of airliners flying the 800 still, the 900. And then you got the Max 8, the Max 9. So. What else we got? I've been waiting on the Honda Jet to update a little more. It's got some bugs in it. There was an update that just got released about a week ago. Was it this week or last week? Because we're at the beginning of this week. Kind of addressed some issues. I'm gonna wait one more update before I really start flying it. And look at that view right there. Beautiful. But yeah, before I start flying the Honda Jet more often, just doing some videos with it. Plus, I still need some practice. Very easy plane to start up. Like I said before, very easy to start up and get going, but, you know. Look at that. She's a beauty. You know, I thought about flying to Phoenix, but you know what, man? It's been a minute. Let me give the fly-by-wire some love. Only for the fact that I can still use first officer with the fly-by-wire. He hasn't really put out... I'm sure he's working on it, but support for the Phoenix isn't out yet, either for the Phoenix or the PMDG 737. So I just love my first officer, man. I'm spoiled. I mean, with the A320, the A320, I could do the flows by myself. I've gotten decent enough, but
Frontier Flight
I just want to fly.
Good evening. Radar contact.
I need to give the CRJ some love too, man. So I might have to do a couple flights with the CRJ, see how that goes. Look at this little flyby right here. Look at that. Trying some some new video cutscenes and new looks. Trying to get creative, you know. Anyways, man, I'll jump back in once we get closer to the descent. Just want to take the time to give a big shout out to all the folks that have been watching the videos and enjoying them and liking and leaving me comments on YouTube and on Instagram. I appreciate it. You know, it's never about the numbers for me. I do it just because I enjoy it. Oh, look at that view. It's freezing up, but again, it's not about the numbers. You know, just making those really cool connections and I've made with other flight simulators. Gotten to see their videos and enjoy their video, because I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy as much as I love playing flight sim. I enjoy watching the videos. It's crazy, right? You know, it's that's a thing. So just want to give a shout out to those who subscribe and share the videos and give me feedback, give me some tips. Love it all, man. And if, you know, again, if you're watching it for the first time, please subscribe, hit like, hit me up, man. I love chatting with folks, especially about flight simming and video games and all that. So we should be making our top of the descent here soon. And hopefully we'll be touching down shortly. And it looks like, you know, I was hitting 100% satisfaction in PacX right here. So let's see if I can keep it up, or I'm going to screw it up at the end, right? We'll see what happens.
Frontier Flight 878, good evening. Radar contact. Frontier Flight 878, turn left heading 066.
Heading 066, Frontier Flight 878.
Frontier Flight 878, turn left heading 055.
Decision height.
Heading 055, Frontier Flight 878.
Frontier
Set.
Flight 878, heading to 055. Frontier Flight 878, turn left heading 066, descend and maintain 2,600 feet. Altimeter is 2978 at Chicago Midway International.
Heading 066, descend and maintain 2,600 feet. Frontier Flight 878.
Frontier Flight 878, slow to 250 knots or less.
Wilco Frontier Flight 878.
All Wi-Fi related tasks and show any larger electronics.
All right, man. So as you can see, we're making a final approach. Had a mishap, man. The game froze up on me and it crashed. Good thing I was recording with the flight recorder and was able to recoup where I left off and take it from there. So kind of salvaged the flight. But yeah, it crashed on me. So that's just the nature of the sim world right now. You know, I have good days and bad days with it. You know, for the most part, it's been good days. Today was a bad one. So anyways, we're going to make our way towards the runway here and see how we touch down.
Landing gear down. Flaps 2.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
$1,000.
Flaps 3.
Too low. Terrain.
100 above.
Flaps 4.
400. Minimum. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Speed brake out. Reverse thrust.
Frontier
Well,
flight
although after the
878
freeze,
exit runway
this flight,
with
you know, the approach was riddled with problems. My autopilot not disconnecting. I'm landed to one side of the runway, but I still managed to land the plane in one piece, and it wasn't too bad of a touchdown, man. So it is what it is, man. I'll take this one as a success. And I got a 77, 70%, 74%, 77, I can't see, percent satisfaction rate. We'll take it. We'll take it. Anyways, man, thanks for watching. Again, like, subscribe, whatever, all that good stuff on YouTube. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Yes, doors are disarmed.
The doors verified?
Shutdown checklist. APU bleed.
Set.
Y electrical pump.
Off.
Engines.
Off.
Passenger sign.
Off.
Exterior lights.
As required.
Parking brake.
Set.
Transponder.
Set.
Weather radar.